Hey guys, Joanne here with Newegg TV. I'm here to do an overview on the Sentey Extreme Division GS-6070 Abaddom mid-tower computer case. This case has a steel body with some plastic and an interesting groove design all throughout the front. It measures 7.48 inches wide, 18.31 inches tall, and 19.09 inches deep. It has 4 5¼ inch drive bays, each one with a button. If pressed, will eject your optical drive, and a spring-loaded design on each one of them, so it will open and close with your drive tray. Below that, a 3.5 inch hard drive bay, and at the bottom, a pre-installed 120mm blue LED fan behind some of this mesh. And on the side, we have two 120mm blue LED fans, as well as a window. On the back, another pre-installed 120mm blue LED fan, some grommets to thread your cables through, as well as your water cooling tubes, and a knockout for your input-output shield on your motherboard, 7 expansion slots, and a power supply mount on the bottom. At the top of the case, we have some mesh ventilation, and below that, 2 pre-installed 120mm blue LED fans. Over here, we have 3 USB 2.0 ports, 1 USB 3, and your headphone and microphone jacks, 2 fan speed control knobs, your power button, reset button, and on the bottom we have some raised feet for airflow, some ventilation holes to cool your hard drive cage, a removable dust filter, where your power supply sits. There are some ventilation holes, and an 80mm as well as a 120mm mount for additional fans. Here's a look at the right side of the case. We have a cutout for your aftermarket heatsink, some holes to thread your cables through, and of course tie down points to manage all those cables. Before we take a look at the interior, here's another look at your side 120s and their Molex plugs. Now this case is fully painted black and it's compatible with micro ATX and ATX motherboards. Here is a look at your rear exhaust 120 and its Molex plug, your top 2 120s as well as their Molex plugs. And here they've included some foam padding for where your power supply sits as to reduce vibration. Here are a bunch of your front panel connectors. This is your USB 3.0 pass-through cable. And we have, 2 USB 2.0 connectors, your audio connectors, and nicely zip-tied are your power reset and LED plugs. And this is, these are your Molex plugs for the fan speed control knobs at the top of the case. And this little guy here is for your front fan. Now on this side, we have your 5¼ inch drive bays. It is a toolless design, simply twist to remove. And below that, we have 4 3.5 inch drive mounts. There are also mounting points for 2.5 inch drives, and they've included a 60mm cooling fan with Molex plug for one of your drive mounts. However, you are able to mount additional 60mm fans to each of the drive mounts. These are the accessories included in the box. You get your product warranty, user manual, you have your PCI bracket here, your lock bracket for your case, motherboard speaker, some cable ties, and finally this bag of your motherboard standoffs as well as your other mounting screws. Here's a look at the case LEDs. I have all the fans plugged in, so here is your front fan. Now let's take a look at your 2 side fans. Isn't that nice and bright? And here is your rear fan. Finally, we have your top fans. That wraps up our overview on the Sentey Extreme Division GS-6070 Abaddom mid-tower computer case. I'm Joanne, and if you enjoyed this video, be sure to subscribe to our Newegg YouTube channel. Thanks for watching Newegg TV, and we'll see you next time.